Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. As you can see, yes, oh yes, we're stuck. We're stuck right here. We're stuck looking out over the oil refinery, all of the oil derricks that we've constructed over the past couple of episodes. Things are looking good. What I've done in between episodes, I've let it run for about 2 months just to build up some resources. I've also converted a whole bunch of trains that were taking prefab panels and boards. I've converted them all into oil trains. Now, that of course is great because we got a heck of a lot of oil coming in. We need to make sure that we're shipping as much as we possibly can in a timely fashion to the border, and we're doing that. We're absolutely doing that. The problem is that this is a single stretch of track. And the game does enjoy getting very, very confused at this track. Also, thanks to everyone who let me know about ground flattening. Apparently, all I needed to do was untick auto build, and now would you look at that? Those two diggers that we've got in the depot are just doing what they do best, and they're flattening some ground. So that's pretty darn good. Thank you to everyone who told me how to do that. Yeah, this is a real issue. I don't know why this stretch of track is causing such consternation and such problems. I suspect that it is because the way that the track overlaps. I can't think of any other reason as to why that's the case. What I'm gonna do for now, as we don't actually need access to these tracks at the moment. Because we're not shipping anything. We're not shipping anything from this area. We're literally only shipping oil at the moment. So let's take those tracks down a little bit. Will that make any difference to anything whatsoever? Here we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hold up. Turn you around. Yeah, turn you around. And then we'll put a final signal right there. And a new introductory signal right there. So basically, if there is any train on this track down here, then we won't have any trains acting. So that should be still right there. This train is over here. That's perfect. That's great. You are currently getting filled up with a whole bunch of fuel and bitumen. That's fantastic. By the way, I haven't forgotten about all of the stuff that we want to do over here. Also, I've renamed the town Potatograd. I love that name. That is a great suggestion. Thank you very much to the person that suggested in the comments. I think it is wonderful. Potatograd it is. Out with Seldony, in with Potatograd. Also, there was a new type of vehicle which I honestly couldn't care less about. It's some ambulance or something. I don't even know. Not even interested. Burn the message. Not interested. Yes, I did think that originally today what we were going to try and do was maybe try and get rid of some of this congestion that we've got going on here. Because at the moment we've got a butt ton of workers waiting at the station, which honestly isn't ideal. But at the same time, it's kind of working. Like, the system is kind of working. We've got, we've got the oil plant, which employs a whole heck of a large number. We don't really have that much more oil to convert. We're doing a pretty darn good job. We're not super stockpiling it up in the fuel storage. So basically what I'm trying to say is that all of the oil that we're producing from this oil field over here and from the oil field right underneath Potatograd is that we're turning it all into valuable resource, which is great. Yep. This system seems to be working completely fine. I don't see any issues here. It all looks relatively fine. What's clear to me is that this game doesn't really do signaling very well. There's only one type of signal. That's it. I'm sure you can probably tell. Games like Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe do signaling a heck of a lot better. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a means to an end. You know, the whole point of having signals is so that we can manage more trains on this line. And when we have more trains on this line, it means that we're going to get more money. So as long as we've got, 3 or 4 trains, I think maybe 4 trains is a little bit overkill, but 3 trains certainly. Things are looking good. Things are absolutely looking very, very good. And we're making a bunch of money. Now, if you stay there, That's perfect. Okay, that's great. That's just fantastic. That's just really, really good. So, with that, we need to think about what our next little project is going to be, because I'm determined that I'm not going to faff around with oil for another, 3 episodes. There are a couple of things that I want to change. First of all, this is what I want to change. I am going to disconnect 2 bits of track, because I had a brainwave, right? I had a brainwave. What I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect. No, I'll disconnect that bit of track. Sure, I'll disconnect that bit of track there, and then this bit of track right there. Now, what that should mean by my reckoning, is that rather than having 2 points of access to the station, we will just have 1 track for 1 train coming in each direction. So this train over here will run into this track, and then these 2 trains are going to have to make do with just one platform, really, which I think is fine, to be honest. I think this is what we want to do, and the reason is that if we do it like this, then we can have the 2 trains side by side in the platform at the same time, rather than a train from the south and a train from the north having to wait. So that's my rationale. We'll still have to wait and see how it turns out, see if it does work. This is a good time to test. Might indeed happen right now. Or indeed it may not. Yeah, it does actually work like that. Okay, that's really, really good. Because what used to happen is that the trains would have to pause up at the points. Or not the points, well, I suppose at the points. Up at the signals, because they just weren't allowed to be in the same station because of the way that the signals work, I believe. What's this? Is this a little minibus? Microbus. Covered, open hull, ambulance. Cool, I like it. A microbus. Maybe that's something that we can make use of a little bit later on. But anyway, the point is that we should now have a better rail system, which I'm super happy about. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. And we've also got a pretty darn large amount of money. It's the most rubles we've ever had. Well, I say ever had. It's the most rubles we've had in what feels like a long time. Okay, so yes, today's mission is going to be food and crops just in general. It's going to be a little bit of an expensive endeavor, but the point is that if we can start producing our very own food, then we don't have to worry about supplying it to, or we don't have to worry about buying in food from the outside. So that's what we're going to try and do. Right. So how does this work? An agro farm, I think, is the basis of a regular farm. Now we're gonna have to get this stuff built. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get this built by auto build with rubles. We're not able to build stuff ourselves quite yet. I do finally, as I say, understand how a construction office works, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to just roll with the flow. We're gonna have to use rubles for a little bit longer. The real question is, where do we want to do it? Part of me feels like this might be a better location. It's not as far away from town. This maybe is a better location. We're going to need a food factory. We're going to need an agro farm. How much does that cost? 62,000 rubles. And that food factory. Okay, so we do have enough to buy both of these things. We're also going to need to get some fields set out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a very expensive field. But I kind of dig it, to be honest. I'm actually just going to place that field down there. Yeah, I actually really, really dig that. Okay, next things next. Turn off auto build for rubles. We might actually be able to build a gravel road out here ourselves. Right, bring that around here. And bring that down here. Okay, we need a bunch of gravel. I don't think we have that gravel, to be honest. Let's have a little look. Okay, so start construction of planned infrastructure. Yes. And then you need to be assigned new construction. This one, a source of gravel is not assigned. There is no selected source of workers. Alright, well, workers can come from here. Can I assign... Can I assign a source? Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. Workers come from here. Potatograd train station. Lovely. Gravel comes from aggregate storage there. Asphalt, we don't have asphalt. Asphalt, unfortunately. Steel, we don't need any of this nonsense. All we need is a dumper truck, which I can do. Let's get the best dumper truck that money can buy. And then we also need a bus as well. Now, I've got... You know what? I've got a bus. I've got a bunch of buses. We should probably... No, in fact, you know what? We'll just buy a new bus. I'm not going to faff around with it too much. Building is without power supply. Do we actually need a power supply over here? I don't think we do. Now... That's going to get built up. It's going to take a heck of a long time. It's going to take 673 tons of gravel. And it's going to take 608 workers. Which is just a little bit ridiculous, now that I think about it. But I guess we're going to have one bus, which is going to do all of the required transportationing. To be honest. I should have put a different source. The source for workers really should not be. Should be that. There we go. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have given it a different one. Yeah, because now you're going to have to wait around in this traffic. This is pretty horrific traffic, to be honest. Anyway, that's being built. I kind of want to see what happens. So we'll leave it there. This is going to be yet more pain. But that's fine. Start construction of that. Why not? Let's just pretend like we've got a road right here. You know what? Let's also connect that up as well. Sure. It's going to be a long time before we see this actually being built, but that doesn't particularly matter. All right, so Agro Farm, 1,629 workdays. Yeah, we are actually going to build this with rubles. Uh-oh. Hold on. We can actually flatten it for free. You need a free excavator in the depot or construction office. Oh, I guess they're both preoccupied with the building of the road. Right, whatever. I'll spend 500 rubles and I'll get an agro farm. That's fine. Grain storage. Do we want grain storage? To be honest, we can get a grain storage. How much would a grain storage set us back? 33,000 rubles? To be honest, I think it's the smart play. Right, pause that there. Just to make sure that we're going to be able to get a factory connection established. Beautiful. Wonderful. Right, so the grain is going to be made right here, which is fantastic. Well, I say it's going to be made right here. This is going to be the area in which we deal with the crop nonsense. Is this within... How is that not within... That's a shame. I should have built it slightly closer, because we're going to need to get a power supply set up now. But that's fine. We need to buy ourselves some trucks. Some harvesters, all of that good stuff. No road connection. There will be a road connection in 188 work days. Have we done anything? Gravel laying, 53 tons of gravel. Is anything happening? To be honest. For 2,000 rubles. For 4,000 rubles. look, it was an interesting little experiment, but I don't think that we really have the scale required. We don't really have the scale required to build our own roads. Not yet, anyway. But we will. Right, let's get a field assigned. Right. The field has been assigned. That's great. Now, we need tractors. Let's go get a tractor. Can we get an American tractor? No, we cannot. It's a nice harvester, though. Right, let's get a tractor. No trucks available to harvest. What truck do we need? 63. You carry 10 tons. You carry 5.6, 9.6. We'll just go for that truck. No vehicles available to harvest. Sure. And then the building is without a power supply as well. Which is a bit of a bummer if I do say so myself, but that is what it is. We're going to need to get things sorted. Also, something that I have neglected to mention yet, we don't have any bus or train infrastructure. We've not got it connected up to a bus platform yet. Now, we can carry up to, I think it's what, 160 workers did I see somewhere? I don't actually know. But I should really just take a couple of these buses. And instead of going to the train station, not suitable as the next stop in the route? Why the heck not? Alright, fine. We'll do the field. Don't go to the train station. Just go directly from the bus station to the train station. And then... Right. So 3 buses. Now you should have that route. Okay, let's see how this actually ends up working out. It should be fine. Do we need to get any walkways? Doesn't look that way. I do want to get a bus station set up somewhere over here. Should we do that right now? Great question. Probably. We should probably do it purely so that we don't have to worry about it later on. Because the big old Agro factory is going to need a heck of a lot of... It's going to need a heck of a lot of people. Right. There we go. Get that built. Perfect. And then let's have a good old look at the Agro factory. No, sorry, not the Agro factory. The food factory. There we go. It's probably best if it's in that orientation. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we got 52 workers in that bus. 8 workers in that bus. It's not mega numbers, but it is what it is. Oh, hey, look. The tractor is hard at work. That's great. It's going to take a heck of a long time to get the seeds sowed. We're 5% at the moment. It doesn't look like we're going to require that many people. Let's see if we can try and get another couple of tractors. 4 tractors? Does that make any difference? I can only see 1 tractor. It does say that there's 60 workers on the field. Oh, well. It's happening. It is happening. It's just happening very, very slowly. And I can't see the effects of the tractors. But it is what it is, right? It's fine. Right, next thing's next. Let's give the game a good old pause. And then let's get our big old food factory. I did say that I wanted it to be in this orientation. I'm still pretty certain that I want it to be in that orientation. Let's have a quick little peek to see if we can get the the factory link up, the connection between factories. And we can indeed, so we'll just go and stick that in. Perfect. Great. Let's get some footpath No. No. There we go. Alright, it's not very much money. We're still doing fine for money, which is the main thing. Which is lovely. Which is very, very good. I'm very, very happy with how things are looking at the moment. As long as we can continue to get as many people to work in the oil refinery as possible. Building is without power. Why is building without power? We've got no workers at that building right there. Ah, hold up. Why is it showing as stopped right here? And also, that needs to be changed to just, yeah, just that. And then we should also probably remove that section of track there. And same over here. Remove that section of track. Yeah. That should mean that everything's just working a little bit smoother. Yeah, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We still have a lot of workers waiting around, which I'm not super thrilled about, but it is what it is. Oh, would you look at that? There's 100 workers on the field. It only shows one tractor. But that's okay. The field is being sowed. We should probably, we should probably get ourselves a second field. If the first field is almost sowed, we could at least get ourselves a medium field. Ideally, I'd like to get us another large field, but I don't know if we'll have the real estate to make that happen. It works. Barely. Alright. What do you know? We end up with a second field. So that's going to be fully sowed very, very shortly. Then, presumably, we're also going to start sowing this field as well. That's 100% sow progress. And then we move on to grow progress, which is the larger part. And you delete that. There we go. And go here. There we go. I mean, it's not super pretty, but it is what it is, right? Why are you driving on the field? And also, what the heck is happening? I don't understand how this works. So sometimes the tractors drive to the field. Alright, I love it. I dig it. Now we're starting to work on sowing this field. Everything is alright with this field. Well, that's just darn great, isn't it? Well, that's really great. That's really great. So are you going to start sowing now? Honestly, looks that way, yeah. Holy cow. Now we are sowing the field. I don't know if the rate at which we're sowing is going to increase with the extra workers. But apparently the bus is just going to drive out into the field as well. Alright, look at that. 33 workers that are now working on this field. Still don't actually know if that affects the rate. But it's fine. Right, let's get you to go there. Load and unload. And get rid of the Potato Grad big field. So we got one bus that will deliver to the big field. Fine. One bus that delivers to the bus stop. Fine. And one bus that delivers to the other big field. What do you know? That's just fantastic. That is simply the best. Right, obviously we can expect all of these fields to take a super long time to grow. I'm not naive. I know how long it takes crops to grow. It doesn't just take Doesn't just happen overnight. Takes a while. No resources, no workers, no power. Do we have power over here? Wow, shockingly, we do actually have power there. I don't think we really need power over here. I say that, but I'm almost certain that we will end up needing power over there. I'm thinking that we could maybe get away with demolishing this substation and putting it over here. That would be a huge steal if we could. Construction, infrastructure. That would be ideal. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Cancel wires. Destroy the building. Yep. And then connect that up. Wowzers, that was way easier than I anticipated. Yep, everything is alright with this farm. Man, that is fantastic. There's no way that I can speed up the progress in the field, is there? I don't think so. Not as far as I'm aware. We also don't have any workers over here. That's fine. 33 workers working away. Ideally, we want to have as many fields as possible so that we don't have sort of any downtime for the farmers that are doing the sowing. Ideally, we want them just to go from field to field to field. I mean, I know that I'm a cruel overlord and I won't give them any holidays. But this is farming, you know? Farmers don't get holidays. Right, can we put a big field out here? We're not actually super far from making this big field, or from getting this big field down. It's just a little bit uneven. We'll definitely get a couple of medium fields in here, I think. There we go. And one more, maybe? There we go. Looking pretty darn good. Right. Building is in the way? Is it really, though? Oh, come on. There we go. Well, at least we can get 3 connected up. Still a little bit disappointed that we don't have the ability to connect these bad boys up. At least we've got a team of fantastically committed excavators who are now willing to come out whatever the time of day. You need a free excavator at the construction office? I think we do have a free excavator at the construction office, don't we? Hey, what do you know? Let's finish with rubles. Perfect. We did it! Right, so now... oh, we've actually already got all of these fields assigned. Yep, what about this one? There's no road connection to the field? There sure as heck will be very, very shortly. There we go. Does it automatically add? I don't think it will. There we go. Perfect. All right. So we've almost finished sowing the bigger of the two, or the bigger 2 fields, and then we can get on to sowing all of the slightly smaller ones. If I was just to get people to be delivered, rather than being delivered via bus to the fields, can I just get them delivered to the agro farm? Will they deal with that themselves? Who honestly knows? I don't know, and it doesn't particularly matter. Ah, it looks like they will. It looks like they will. Alright, that's pretty darn good to know. Can I get a footpath then? To connect... that area to there? Right, instead, you go to... go there. Don't go to the big field. Cancel the big field. See if this works. Go to the agro farm. Go here. Go here. Right, is anyone actually required over here? Okay, people are going to walk into the food factory. Whereas these guys are going to go... Where exactly? Are they going to walk to a field? Okay, they're going to be able to walk to that field. Alright, I'm not super thrilled at the fact that we're going to have to manually get one bus to deliver to every field in the area. I mean, I guess that's fine. It is what it is. Alright, well, whatever. That's looking pretty good, to be honest. We're sowing 1, 2, 3, 4. As many tractors... we're sowing as many fields as we have tractors, which is pretty darn good going, if I do say so myself. 1 tractor per field. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's looking good. And the biggest field is almost 20%. Almost 20% towards growing. As I say, it is going to take a while. But all this time, we're earning sweet, sweet money from, hold up. Where is our money going? Why is no one picking up? It's still without a power supply? How are we not power supplying this area? How is this not happening? Right, well, I'm not super thrilled about the fact that we still have no power. It's a bit of a bummer. We've got 52 workers coming through over here, which is great. We need power. We need power consistently. Right, we're back up. We're back up and running. We're back up and running. We're fine for power now. Great. We're fine for coal. We're fine for all of that good stuff. It's literally just power that we need. Yeah, it's a pity that we built our power station all the way out here. It maybe have been better to build it somewhere a little bit nearer. A little bit more functional, perhaps. But no worries. We've made that bed now. Now we have to lie in it. Man, I am really happy with how fantastic this looks. It looks great. It looks great. We're sowing 4 fields simultaneously. We're not about to start harvesting yet, but we're kind of close. When we do need to start harvesting, I'm probably going to try and get some more machinery, i.e. some more combine harvesters and whatnot. Because the more of those we can get, the better, really. And probably some trucks as well. Right. Okay. I'm a little bit annoyed that we keep on losing power, because whenever we lose power, that means we lose valuable money. Our oil refinery also has almost no one in it, even with that extra delivery of people. What I think we need to try and do, we need to try and get, first of all, higher quality workers. The way that you're supposed to get higher quality workers, I believe, is through building a technical university. I think it's a technical university. If you build a technical university, that costs a lot of money that we don't have at the moment. But if you are to build this, then that supposedly improves things greatly. University halls of residence, it's pretty obvious. Headquarters of the Communist Party. How much does that cost? I feel like that should be free. Does look bloomin' fantastic, though. I'm looking forward to exploring what that actually does in due course. Got 91 workers just chilling out over here. To be honest, we don't need 128 workers. But I don't really want to change it. I don't want to change it now. because we might need it in the future. You're gonna go to bus platform number 3. To be honest, we don't need another bus. Don't go there. Don't just go to the station instead. I know it's kind of soul destroying to go to. I did that wrong. I know it's kind of soul destroying to go between the station and the bus platform, but it's kind of necessary, to be honest. We do not need 100 workers just chilling out in a food factory. I mean, we will need 100 workers in the food factory, but we're only 30% of the way through the growing cycle, so yeah, we don't need to worry about that too much. I need more workers at the oil refinery. That's what we need. What we also need is a train station right here, or right here, to connect up to this line. In fact, I think that we want to do that right now, to be honest. Should we try doing that? I think that we can actually fit a train station in here. It's going to be bloomin' tight, but go to the depot. Go to the depot. Then let's get rid of this bus platform. To be honest, even if we... do I want to do this? Do I really want to do this? I do. I do really want to do this. Get it demolished. Once we've demolished it, then we can pause. I need it to disappear first. There we go. Then we can pause and actually look at getting a train station in place. Right. I don't love the fact that I'm doing this right now. I know that we're a little bit short on cash. Can I get a small train station? Even maybe a large train station? Probably get a large train station, you know? Right, get rid of all that. We don't actually need it. Oh, that's green. To be honest, I think that is pretty much the optimal connection there. Can I still get a footpath past here? Sure as heck can. Might be kind of difficult to connect that up, but I don't really care. Still can connect you up. Alright, that's really, really good. Now, thing is, am I going to be able to connect this up? I am going to be able to connect it up, but the problem is going to be this pipeline. Right, we're going to need to try and do this, get rid of this pipeline fairly swiftly. I don't want to get rid of all of this pipeline. This is a big bit of pipeline. Right. We got to do what we got to do, right? This is an important connection. Okay. So that'll go like that, and then this will go. Hold on. Let's do it a little bit further down the line. About here. And that can go there. Right. Okay. And then let's get the pipeline back in. Oh, I already hate this. But actually, it's going to work out quite alright. Some infrastructure's in the way. Beautiful. Alright, let's unpause and watch our money drain away. Very, very low on cash. Very, very low on cash indeed. But I think we might just have enough. Yeah, looks like that oil is still exporting. No issues there. No issues here. Perfect. Alright. Great. The next problem is, how on earth are we going to afford a brand new train? And where is the depot for this line? Oh, the depot for this line is over here. Yeah. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try buying a train. I'm going to try this one. Or this one. passenger wagon. Yeah, a train set. 105, sorry, 85 passengers, 65 passengers, 85 passengers. 189,000. Maybe we just try 60 passengers. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, this is all in a pursuit of getting more people out to the oil refinery. Because at the moment we're not making as much use as we should be of the fact that we've got a massive oil refinery. Yeah, look at that. We've got 4 trains, 4 oil trains that are just not making us any money at the moment because they're all sitting waiting for this train to be filled up. Yeah, and we're also having power cuts. We're also having power cuts to this area, which is not good. Not good at all. Right, you, rather than getting stuck in the middle of the road, should just go to the depot. Maybe we could sell off some of these buses. This is platform 2. You need to go to the depot. You're going to the depot. You're going to... Not the depot. You're not going to the depot either. Right. Can we even buy a really terrible train? If we can't buy a train set, can we buy a terrible train? I mean... No? Oh, hold up. Motor car? That's pretty good. It's like a self-powered thing. This is actually perfect. Okay, I'm gonna sell one of those because we don't actually need 2. You know what? This is gonna be great. Alright. So start here. And deliver to here. First stop is unreachable from current vehicle position. Ah, yes. It is technically unreachable. And that is because of the little bit of track that I broke. This is the reason that I wanted to keep this track around. Just for the future, just in case. Right, now, start. It's not unreachable. How is it unreachable? Okay, try again. Go to there, and start. First, how is this first stop unreachable? It should absolutely not be unreachable. This is, that's a big no-no for me. Why did the game suddenly decide to pause? There we go. Yeah, why is this not working? It should be working. Also, all of these buses have now stopped working. That's a bit of a problem, but it's okay. We're just waiting on some growing progress. It's no big deal, right? We'll fix these buses in due course. Right, here's an idea. I've got an idea. I'm gonna jury rig this. Go here. Go there. Start. First stop is unreachable. Potatograd train platform 2. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright. Get rid of that. At least 2 stops required. Oh my goodness. Right, it works. It works. Hallelujah. Thank goodness. I've never seen this thing in action before. It's only able to take 95 passengers, but it's pretty good going, to be honest. That's pretty good going. Right. Let's fast forward. And then, hopefully, we're going to be able to see this bad boy. Right, are you going to fill up with people? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I worked so hard. I worked so hard to make this whole system work. Right, can we get a connection up here again? Sure, I don't know. Whoa. What the heck is this? Am I dreaming? Does it work now? Please tell me that doesn't actually work. How did that happen? Oh, video game. Oh, you're not gonna like this video game, are you? Oh, this is just miserable. Trying to delete a track from the middle of nowhere. All right, yeah, this is nonsense. All right, connect that up. Crossing not allowed. You'll cross there, and then like go back in there. Will that work now? Maybe with a little bit of connection love over here. It should work. There we go. We fixed it. We've still got this phantom track in the middle of nowhere, which I would love to fix, but I don't really have the money right now. Yeah, we're not super good on the whole money front, are we? Right, and then want to get a new stop over there. Potatograd train station. Delete. Why would you come to a stop? Just keep up the good work. I think that this track should be good for 2 trains. But I don't actually know. That's just a guess. Just a guess, yeah. We'll have to wait and see. The proof is going to be in the pudding, as they say. Alright. We still have blockages here, apparently. Try deleting that bit of track that I deleted last time. Does that make any difference? Part of the problem is this area up here. I can't even click on it. I can kind of click on it. There we go, got rid of it. And then delete that there. There we go. All right then. I did fix it. I did fix it, just about. The system is a bit janky, but it's fine. Now, we want to get some signals in place. I know this game really dislikes bits of track that cross over from each other. But I think that we gotta at least try and make something work. We have 290 something people waiting over there. That's a good point. We didn't actually set up a return crossing over here. Fund from dollars, because I've got my eyes set on some lovely brand new trains. And by lovely brand new trains, I mean maybe getting ourselves another one of these bad boys. I say maybe. I just went and did it. I don't really want to go through this whole hassle again, though, so I'm actually going to delete that train. And maybe think about getting a brand new depot at some point over here. Because I do not want to go through that hassle all over again. It's just pretty much the exact opposite of what I want to go through. Look at how much oil we've got. This is a big problem. Look at that. We're stockpiling a bunch of resources. 86%. That's way too much. Right. Where's this train? Right. You're going to stop there. You've got 26 workers. 26 workers? Really? Only 26 workers? We've got more over here. We got a lot of workers over there. To be honest, what would be a better idea, actually? After you're done going to the train platform small, you should link up and go over here as well. rather than going to the Potatograd train station. Maybe this guy can service the smaller waiting stop? To be honest, I actually like that idea. Right, don't go to the Potatograd train station 2. Go to there. Right, so that way, we have the larger train going to the exclusive train station, and we have the smaller train going to the train station that is serviced by more trains, so therefore the number of visitors that we have is way smaller. But still, I mean, 95 people in this one wagon is not half bad. 95 capacity for such a small train it's actually pretty darn respectable. It's pretty darn good. Alright. Yeah, and we're missing power again. I don't know how we can go about sorting this. I also don't know why this is proving to be such an issue. Right. Put a signal there. We got a lot of trains that are backed up here. Not thrilled about that. Not thrilled about that at all. Right. Yeah, this is the reoccurring problem. The other reoccurring problem is that we keep on running out of power. We keep on running out of power whenever there's any sort of delay to the trains. When the trains are delayed, everything is delayed. I guess it's kind of endearing that we have a system that is so reliant on, you know, trains. But at the end of the day, it's a little bit annoying how that's the case. Right, we're going to pick up a whole bunch of workers. Only 82 workers? What? Why would we only pick up 82 workers? There's 148 waiting. It says I've got a capacity of 392. Alright. Here's a new hot take. Here's a new hot take. Let's get this train to go to here instead. Do not go to the Potatograd train station. We're just going to try and supply the oil refinery. Uh-oh, the building is on fire. Please tell me it's not an important building. It's not an important building. It's also quite near the fire station, so great. Great. That's fantastic news. That's good. Of all of the buildings that could catch on fire, I'm kind of happy that it's this one. Fire truck has been called. The fire truck will probably be on its way right now. Oh, there's already a firefighter there. Perfect. It's that simple. Fire extinguished. Burn the message. Burn this message too. Right, great. Still 200 workers waiting here. Not thrilled by that number. Not thrilled by that number at all. But we're up and running. Power-wise, we are up and running. This is good news. This is good. This is good news. And we're going to get even more workers. 83 extra workers that are going to pile into this refinery. Which means that our production percentage is going to hopefully go way up. Look at that. Look at that. Real oil. For the first time in what feels like forever. Did we get a train of oil away? Presumably there'll be a train of oil somewhere. Is there any oil here? There's a little bit of oil in that train. There's no oil in that train. There's no oil in this train yet. But I'm pretty sure that that was because of our repeated power outages. That we've had so many oil-related issues. Certainly now, what we need is just some uninterrupted time. Some uninterrupted time to build up a little bit of money to get into a little bit of a better situation. Certainly to let the crops grow just that little bit. And then to start producing some food. Because once we start producing food, we're golden. Holy cow. We're going to hopefully reduce our imports and our costs by a heck of a lot, actually. That's the plan. Is this system going to work as intended? Looks like it will. That's looking good to me. Looking good to me. You're going to pick up 95 workers. That's great. We still have 160 waiting right over there. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I couldn't be happier with how this has turned out. I mean, we're still flying close to the ground, but believe you me, we've got a lot of potential here because all of our money is in oil. So it's not really a question of if we'll have enough money to do something. We almost certainly will. It's more just a question of how many roadblocks are in the way to accessing that money, because invariably there will be a couple. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and I'll see you next time. Bye.